right. I tell you what, where it's about 11 o'clock, and because I didn't have a radio here, we had to kind of reconfigure. I told you we do this every week, but we still haven't got it right, but we're willing to keep trying. What do you think? Welcome to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live each and every Saturday here from the Earl Theater, the voice of the Blue Ridge. My hair is the least of my worries, Mama, right now. I don't even have any makeup on, and it's 11:02, okay? Okay? That's why you don't get invited but once a year. I'm just joking. I'm really joking. This is my mom, and I love her, but when she's going to move your hair, I probably should. But anyways, all you folks on YouTube, once again, I know that's why you tune in, to watch me running up and down the aisles. I'm sure that's what it is. We have no on-air light. Don't be alarmed. We are on the air. And I'm going to take the stage here with my friends from the Possum Holler Old Time String Band. And we'll get things started on the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the voice of the Blue Ridge. And so right now, without further ado, y'all go ahead and pick out a good old time number and I'll join you. Here's the Possum Holler Old Time String Band. On the old time fiddle, and let's see, what should we do next? What do you think? Oh, hey, that is my friend Willie Sue. She really likes that song, so can we dedicate that to her? We're going to do a little bit of Ragtime Annie. We'll do some Christmas music also here in today's Merry-Go-Round a little bit later on in the broadcast. right now, we'll take this opportunity to take a little break, send things back to you, Brad Llewellyn, and we'll be back with more music on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this. Thank you so much, Brad Llewellyn. Appreciate you this Saturday morning. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, the Possum Holler Old Time String Band on the air for part one of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, and then we'll have some more great old time music coming up from our special guest from up in Sparta, North Carolina, Gap Civil, coming up here after the 12 o'clock news. I would like to thank my helper, Ricky. He's going to help me monitor the radio because it's really hard to do this if you don't have somebody monitoring the radio. So thank you, Ricky, and he's going to play spoons as well. Let's see, we might do a Christmas song. What do y'all think? Boy, December slipped up on us, didn't it? It was like January, and then it was December. That's what I felt like. So anyways, I'm excited about the Christmas season, especially if you have kids. Of course, you're excited. What you want to do? A little bit of Jingle Bells? I need to tune my guitar. Okay, there we go. In D? Okay. Tell you what, we must be related because we can go to the wrong court at the same time, my mom and I. So we put her back here in the back of the cheap seats, but she might come. We might bring you up front. I don't know, a little bit later. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see how things goes. I'm just picking.
We love you, Sylvia.
Yes, we do. We do. It was the hair comment. If you hadn't have made that, then you might have gotten a chair up here. I don't know. Well, you may have to wait till
maybe I've learned something.
Anyway.
Oh, did we do the same thing to you? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, and Ricky too.
What's next?
It's just, yeah, what's next quick? Let's do, all right, we'll do it. Still in D. I'll tell you what, I got your call the other day when I was on there, and I was glad to see you come out. Chad Ritchie, he's listening in. Wanted to tell everybody hello. He's listening from down where.
World famous Chad Ritchie.
The world infamous. We'll call him the world infamous. The infamous Chad Ritchie. He's listening in. Give us another good tune. I'm sorry I have to keep looking at, but I have to monitor the time so I make sure I don't mess anything up. So it's not so easy to do all this. I know I make it look easy. I'm sorry. I will not. No more of my snide comments. Okay.
Yellow Rose.
I'd love to do it. friend Michael down there? Wow, all the way from West Virginia?
All the way from TK.
Oh, wow. Well, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. What do you think about, why don't we take this time to do another Christmas song? What do you think? Want to try Good King Wenceslas? I know Randy can play it on the Dulcimer.
Randy's me.
What do you think? Is it still in D? Okay. And you can sing if you choose. Yeah. He won't let you sing? In 2 years. 3 years! Oh my goodness. Well, that's been something, hasn't it? How we've had all that time. We should have been practicing that, shouldn't we? But that's not the way it works. You find other things to do. Play with the kids, build a dulcimer, build a fiddle. I know. That's the same things I do. What do you think about another good old-time tune? What did y'all choose? Susan Ann or Dow or something like that? Will that be good? All right.
Charlie, he's a good old man. Charlie, he's a dandy. Charlie, he's a good old man. He's a gal's hand. Fly round my princess, fly round my daisy, fly round my princess. You drive me crazy. Gonna get some wheat, gonna get some barley. I'm gonna get some wheat, bake a cake for Charlie. Fly around my pretty miss, fly around my daisy, fly around my pretty miss. Nearly drive me
Well, you can't stay here if you can't shuck corn up Susanna. No, you can't stay here if you can't shuck corn Susanna down. All right. Great job, Robin. I'll get you a chair next time. Sorry about that. Let's see. Why don't we take a time? Let's do a gospel number. You want to do it? We can do a fast one or we can do a slow one. And then we'll take a break for the weather forecast. Would that be all right? What do you think? I'll fly away? Want to help? Okay. How can we make arrangements to help y'all get up here? Okay. Just come around this microphone. We got plenty of time. We're just on live radio here. Oh, no, that's okay. It's all right. Just take your time. And also, would like to remind you this portion of today's program brought to you by Price Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. Go and see them for all your power equipment needs. They're a Toro dealer in Elkin, North Carolina.
some black morning when this life is over. I'll fly away to that Lord God's blessed shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, I'll fly Oh, happy and happy when we meet. I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory,
All right, thank you so much. The time is at the bottom of the hour now, so we'll update you folks on the area weather forecast. Beautiful day for this first Saturday in December. And right now we'll send things back to you, Brad Llewellyn, and we'll be back with more music coming up on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. This first portion featuring the Possum Holler Old Time String Band. We'll be back right after this. Cindy, you gotta play it the right way. I'm joking. That means for sure you'll play it. I'll play it wrong. Thank you so much, Brett. Sorry about that. I'm still listening. There's an ad playing. Don't know why I decided to just jump right in. Professional. Yeah, how do you like my makeup person today? Yeah, I've even got my own makeup person.
You can buy them pretty cheap. It'll come out, it's like I have a 1 terabyte.
Thank you so much, Brad. I got you loud and clear there. And so we'll play about 15 minutes uninterrupted, and then we'll take care of the rest of our advertisements at that time. Right now, what are we going to do next? Oh yeah, let's do that one. Hang on 1 second. Let us switch places here. Pay no attention to what I'm doing. there at the end. Let's see. That made me think about Shake Your Little Foot, Sally Ann Richard, when you was doing that. So why don't we do that one? What do you think about that? dancers dancing out here, and it is time for our quarter-hour break. So right now we'll send things back to you, Brad Cluell, and take care of our very important messages that we need to tell you about. A lot of things going on up at WPAQ, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Good boy.
What was the other one we're going to do? Georgia Falls, and then we can do right there at Christmas if you want to do it. If you feel like doing it, but don't do it if you don't feel like doing it. You have to choose. So maybe we'll do that one last? Okay. And then,
Popcorn on it. Uh-huh. I sent a woman going yesterday. How it was born. Mine made a noise before when George was about a whole lot smaller.
So Mr. Twilight, Joy the World, Cindy, and Bring Up Christmas at the end. Okay, so come back with Joy the World, or? Okay.
It's a good band upstairs. All the time.
Well, my water's down there, honey.
Huh?
Don't give me the evil eye.
Yeah. Like, yeah, huh?
Thank you so much, Brad. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round broadcasts live here from the Earl Theater each and every Saturday morning from 11 to 1:30. And I'm proud to be here. I'm Jenny Lowry, your host for today's program. And my group from all around everywhere. Hey, these folks are from all over. They're world travelers now, traveling all up and down the state of North Carolina, buying real estate, you know, moguls. Anyways, I told you I wasn't going to make any more jokes. So I do need to introduce everybody. So why don't I do that right now? Will that be all right? Way over here on the Appalachian lap dulcimer, Randy Miller from Newton, North Carolina. And his wife, Robin Miller, also from Newton. And then we have our lead fiddler here. He took over from me because I got booted to the guitar, which I was so glad because I'm not that great on the fiddle. But Mr. Richard Shook, he's from Bethlehem, North Carolina. Oh yeah, the hometown of Chad Ritchie, the infamous. And then we have the leader of this group. He's the most photographed man in old-time music. You'll see his face everywhere. He's in Our State magazine. Haven't made it to Esquire yet, but I don't know.
Yes, he has.
He has. Okay, he's also in Esquire magazine. He is from Hickory, North Carolina, but now by way of Little Washington. Make welcome Mr. Michael Fox. And we're so glad, she doesn't get to come all the time, but Michael brought his lovely wife Donna along today. Donna Fox, also now from Little Washington. And so we're going to do another Christmas song. Let me kind of, oh, I'm sorry. See, look, I wasn't even going to introduce my own people. My mom, Sylvia Lowry, she's the former music teacher at North Surrey High School, and she does a real good job, and usually she gets stuck on baby detail, but she didn't have to today. We're kind of outgrowing that. So my mom, Sylvia Lowry. And then we have over here helping me monitor the radio and doing those things. He's playing the spoons. He's a very talented little boy. Mr. Ricky Cottle, my youngest son, 10 years old. I'm Jenny Lowry. Y'all know me. I'm here every week. And so thank you so much for having us on the merry-go-round. Right now we'll do a Christmas song. Everybody's invited to sing along.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
I like to hear everybody singing out there. Now let's see, what were we going to do tonight? An old time number? Oh yeah, Fisher's Hornpipe. I love to do that. Dueling Spoons on that one. That was great. That could be a new song, a new old-time song, Dueling Spoons. Let's see. We got time for probably 2 short tunes. So what were we going to do? All right, Cindy, that sounds like a good one. Y'all be sure and stay tuned. Got a great old-time band coming up in the second part of today's program, Gap Civil. They've also brought CDs, and they have a wonderful old-time CD and a Christmas CD that's old-time that is great. So be sure and stay tuned for that. Go ahead and kick off a little bit of Cindy there, Richard. with you folks here for the first portion of today's merry-go-round, and I've enjoyed it, and it would be amiss if we didn't do the Christmas old-time number, Breaking Up Christmas, so I think we'll get tuned up. Get us about 2 minutes of that before we break away for national news headlines. We are the Possum Holler Old-Time String Band from the state of North Carolina, the great old North State. That's what we'll say today, because we are from all over the state. What key? A? We'll take it home with a little bit of an old-time number called Breaking Up Christmas. And don't worry, Gap Civil, they're going to do it different than us. If they do it, that's okay too, because it's all in fun and great old-time music. Go ahead, kick us off there, Richard. Come down and go, breaking up the Christmas party straight along. Santa Claus beard is long and white, keeps him warm on the cold winter's night. All right, thank you so much. Stay tuned. Gap Civil Old Time Band will be with us here right after the 12 o'clock news. You're listening to the merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, AM 740, along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.
playing.
Good job.
So you know we'll use these too? Yeah. All right, hang on, we'll use this code. Patrick, is everything muted?
Well, whatever distance we can.
It's on the plane, like,
That's all I want to do.
I just walked down here. I could definitely close. How are you?
We're doing away with 6 Thank you so much. If I don't see you, Merry Christmas. I will come out just a second so I can over. Oh, thank you. We have one. Base is going into 9. Richard shook, and he makes it. He can make everything. Furniture, he made this. And here's the base plate. And then I'll go here to along with yeah, I was in the truck. He come in and he said, "My car man." But I saw God. Yeah, and mine. There should be an extra cord somewhere around here. Long.
Thank you for being here, young lady. Good to see you guys. Thank you, Sam. Okay.
Okay, I was trying to find a longer cord for you.
Well, if you don't have one, it's not needed anymore. I'll get the headphones. Anything you got makes a difference. It's I can use that short one.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Will that be all right? I can switch this one if I need to.
All good.
Okay.
It's like everywhere.
Don't worry.
Like this.
Check 1, 2. Thank you so much, Brad Llewellyn, and appreciate everybody sticking with us, tuning in. Welcome also to the folks watching on our YouTube stream. We appreciate y'all tuning us in today, and all the folks listening in over the airwaves of WPAQ at 106.7 and 740 on the AM dial. You folks are in for a real treat. Great old-time music coming up next, all the way from Sparta, North Carolina. Help me make welcome to the stage for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, Gap Civil.
Open sleigh, o'er the fields below, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Seated by my side, the horse was leaning right. Misfortune seemed all right. We got into a drifting bank and then we got upside. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
All right, folks, we're so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us back at the merry-go-round. Appreciate everybody who came out to watch us in person. And hello to all of our listening audience out there in Radio Land. Well, we are very much in the Christmas spirit. If you can see us online or see us on stage, we've got our antlers on and we are ready to go. We hope that you have a bit of the Christmas spirit too. We're going to keep it up with some fast fiddle tunes. We're just so excited to be playing. This is one straight off of our Christmas CD. Jenny was kind enough to mention that we do have an old-time Christmas CD. But it is filled with fast-driving fiddle tunes, and so it should be a little bit different from maybe some of the other Christmas CDs on your shelf. And if you'd like to take one home with you today, you're certainly welcome to. And they're also available online at Bandcamp, so feel free to check out our Bandcamp page. And we'll get to one of our favorites here. This is a tune composed by Thornton Spencer, one of our hero fiddlers and a wonderful musician. It's one that he called Snowline. so much. We appreciate you. Well, again, we are Gap Civil from Sparta, North Carolina. So happy to be here today. And thanks for those dancers getting out there and dancing a little bit. It means so much to us to have some dancers to play to. We're going to do a different kind of song. We love getting to play these kind of shows, in addition to playing square dances and things like that, because we get to bring out some different material. And so I'm going to let Caroline tell you about a new CD that she's got out.
Well, I just released my first solo album, and it's all original songs written about this area. Not so much about Mount Airy, but more towards Stone Mountain area. I do a lot of hiking, and so I wrote a bunch of songs about why some of the hikes are called what they are. Or I also asked some of the locals around Elkin, where I live, to see what kind of songs that they thought I should write. And I talked to some friends of mine, Matthew and Ann Mayberry, who called me up and they said, you should write a song about when that old schoolhouse roof blew off when we were in 4th and 5th grade, way back in the 1930s. And he said, when all those kids piled out of that schoolhouse and all the mothers came in from downtown to find their kids, it looked like an anthill. And so this is my song called Anthill. Matthew was 5th grade while Ann was in the 4th. When the roof blew off the elementary school, roof blew off the old school. That March wind, it sure opened up the sky. Through tall windows you saw the roof sailing by. Saw the roof go sailing by. Then the schoolyard came alive like an anthill. Then the schoolyard came alive like an anthill. Matthew was 5th grade while Ann was in 4th. That year her classes were held there on the upper floor. Then they heard the creaking of the storm. The teacher led them down the stairs and down the hall, but they broke wide open at the front door like a waterfall, pouring out like a waterfall. Then the schoolyard came alive like an anthill. Then the schoolyard came alive like an anthill. That March wind, it was here, then the fan gone. Mothers, children, all found their way home. Everyone found their way home. Then the schoolyard came alive like an anthill. Then the schoolyard came alive
the schoolyard came alive like an anthill.
Thank you so much.
All right, folks, so we're going to get back to some fiddle tunes here. We don't want our dancers to get restless out there. We worry about them. We want to take care of our dancers first and foremost. So.
I guess I'll get in here and say I think my mama of Galax is listening. Phyllis Smith. Hi, Mama.
All right. Well, we'll get into another fiddle tune here. I want to get another one off of our Christmas CD called Snowshoes.
Great job from our special guest, Gap Civil, here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. And I got out of breath. Lucas, got out of breath.
That's good. That's our goal.
I know, I need to burn calories, that's for sure. Why don't we take a real quick break and hear a word from the sponsor of this portion of today's program. That's Old Mill Music. And we'll be back with more music coming up here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
I got
You don't want to do it right now, we can space it out, but I want to be sure you tell. He should be the poster child. Hey, you better watch out. You might replace Michael as the most photographed man in old time. Oh, gosh. I have to joke with him because Michael is my everyone he's asking is, because he looks old.
also on tour. That's you, Daryl Beard.
Thank you so much, Brack. Got folks listening in from Beckley, West Virginia, and want to know if y'all let me playing up that way anytime.
I don't think we're going to make it up to West Virginia anytime soon, but tell us where to play. Send us a message, because we're restless to get out and play. So if there's a venue up there in West Virginia you think we ought to be at, just send us that information, and I'll start harassing those people until they just let us play.
And they can find you online at Gap Civil Old Time and Country Band. Is that what your Facebook page is called?
Our website is gapciviloldtimeband.com.
Okay.
And then if you look us up on Facebook, we just put that Old Time and Country Band because there's some Gap Civil is actually the name of the township of Sparta, North Carolina.
Right.
So we just wanted to
Distinguish.
disambiguate, as Google says, or as Wikipedia says.
Well, let's get back to more music, and let's do this. Let's play. We've got to do a weather break at 12:30, so we'll do one song, and then we'll take a weather break and come back with more music from Gap Civil.
All right, that sounds great. Well, we had a request, and we always try to honor requests anytime that we can, so we're going to go ahead and send this one out to Willie Sue. She requested Logan County Blues. Dancers, here we go.
Really having a great time here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. We're going to take a real quick break now for an updated look at the weather forecast. We got a beautiful day here today in the Granite City. And what about that 70 degrees yesterday? That's something else for the first Friday in December. And I think my mom was looking back and said that it was actually 20 degrees was the low on this date last year. So things change. Right now we will take a break for the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up. More music from Gap Civil right after this. Thank you so much, Brack, and appreciate you this morning. And thanks everyone for listening, also tuning us in or watching on our YouTube stream. Appreciate you folks for being with us this beautiful Saturday morning. We do this every week, and I do want to go ahead and tell you who we'll have on with us next week. I've got it in my mind who I think it is, but I've made so many mistakes I better wait and make sure. Next week, that's right, the Brothers Young will be with us, two young fellows from up in Roanoke, Virginia. They do a great job. They'll be with us and also sharing some Christmas music. Will be the Southern Gentlemen, Johnny Johnson and all those folks from over around Martinsville. So be sure and join us again next week, however you tune in. Right now, back to more music from our special guest, Gap Civil. Let's welcome back to the stage.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a moment to highlight our banjo player here. It also gives me a good opportunity to introduce the band. On the banjo today, we've got Mr. Chris Johnson. Let's give him a big hand. And he'll also be playing some bass throughout the set. And over on lead guitar and also bass from Independence, Virginia, we've got Mr. Kyle Dean Smith. And I introduced Caroline just a little bit before. We were talking about her CD, but on lead vocals and guitar, Miss Caroline Beverly. And my name is Lucas Paisley, your fearless fiddler. All right, we're going to slow it down and do a little banjo number that we put on the Christmas CD. It's one called Frosty Morning.
Whatever you do, don't lose your antlers.
Appreciate it. It's a lot harder changing instruments when you got antlers on, I can tell you that. I haven't practiced that a little bit. I'll tell you, I about got tickled up here playing that sad, serious song and then looking over at Chris and Kyle with those antlers on. It's hard for me to keep a straight face. All right, well, let's get back to some dance music here. This is another one from our Christmas CD that we love to play. It comes from a African-American trio out in Tennessee, Gribble, Lusk, and York, and they were just a wonderful, wonderful group. Had all kinds of great recordings, and so this is kind of our tribute to them and a tune that they played called Christmas Eve, or their version of Christmas Eve. Thank you so much. Great dancing out there. Love having our dancers. Well, we're going to step out on dangerous ground here, and if you've seen us play live much, you know that we don't do too much practicing at home. We just like to practice right on the stage, right out with you. So we've got a new one we've been working on, and it's called Matterhorn, and we've been working on it just a little bit here. So we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try as soon as we get Chris back in tune. It does remind me, we do want everybody to stay very safe over the holidays, and I want to make sure that everybody knew the best way to stay safe and to be sanitary. Remember to wash your hands with sanitizer.
Oh, okay.
That was a joke.
I don't think that it can wash your hands. That hand sanitizer is supposed to be used when you can't wash your hands.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it was a sanitizer.
Sanitizer! Oh, well that makes a difference.
Whew,
Now it's a lot more fun.
I wish the radio audience could see everybody rolling and dying laughing out here in the audience. The joke went over really well. It went over great.
We're getting a walking ovation right now.
All right, here we go. We'll see what happens. A little bit of Matterhorn for you. We started out from Bern one sunny August morning. There was just the four of us against the Matterhorn. There was Kyle from Independence, Caroline from Old Elkhorn, me and Chris from Sparta, Mad Dogs in the Sun. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have died, call the Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn. 3 miles up, we lost Kyle and our rations filled below. Now Chris and Caroline are in an avalanche of snow. Here I am all alone, but I know I cannot stop. Just 2 more yards in front of me before I reach the top. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have died, men have tried to climb the Matterhorn, that mighty Matterhorn. Back down, but it's closer here to heaven than it is back to the ground. Matterhorn, Matterhorn, men have died, men have tried to climb the Matterhorn, that mighty We're getting closer. Every time we get a little bit closer working out those kinks, and we appreciate you all. That's one that we've really come to love to play.
I should have been doing that in old time all along.
Well, let's see. Should we do another one here, Jenny? Yeah. All right, we'll do one more here. Slow it down for a good old country song here. We don't want everybody to feel too happy about Christmas, because there's always some heartbreak out there. We got to send one out there to all the sad country songs for Christmas. Bring out a little old Ernest Tubb for you. Trimming. I'm trimming my Christmas tree with teardrops. I'm crying 'cause my darling's far away.
And she sent back my presents and said we had to part. A million icy snowflakes have fallen in on my heart. I'm throwing my dreams into the fire. I'm watching as they burn and disappear. Well, I'm trimming my Christmas tree with teardrops. There'll be no Merry Christmas this year. Come on, Kyle. Sad. I'm trimming my Christmas tree with teardrops. I'm crying 'cause my darling's far away. And she sent back my presents and said we had to part. A million icy snowflakes falling on my heart. I'm throwing my dreams into the fire. I'm watching as they burn and disappear. I'm trimming my Christmas tree with teardrops. There'll be no Merry Christmas this year. No, there'll be no Merry Christmas this year.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They're passing a tissue box around the audience here for our radio listeners.
You know, Lucas, we have a lot of Christmas music at WPAQ, and Kelly Epperson loves Christmas music, big time into Christmas music, as well as myself. And some of the, there's some crazy Christmas songs out there. I mean, from long ago, crazy Christmas songs. You could set out playing them now, and it'd take you a long time to get through them all. But anyways, not something crazy this Christmas. This is a great program that we do most years, and glad to be presenting it this year, coming up this upcoming week, I believe. So we're going to let Brack Llewellyn tell us about the Lum and Abner Christmas special that's going to be airing on WPAQ, and then we'll be back with more music, more great old-time music from the stage of the Earl Theater, Gap Civil. We'll be back right after this. There's another, can't remember it now, another crazy Christmas song about whoever that just was. Whoever stuff. It's something, I can't remember what it is. I played it this past week and I was like, oh, that's that wasn't really strange, but this was kind of strange. It was on a compilation. This was on a compilation. It was called Hillbilly Holiday. It's on a major website. Thank you so much, Brack. And right now, if you're just tuning in or just joining us, you're listening to the Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge. Each and every Saturday, we have this program broadcast live from the Earl Theater in downtown Mount Airy. So you're welcome to join us here in the theater if you're in and around downtown. Right now, back to our special guest, Gap Civil. Lucas, we're going to have time for probably 3, maybe even 4 more play on up until the top of the 1 o'clock hour before we take another break.
I see you in some county jail. See you in some county jail. When I fall on my knees and I pray to the Lord, you will stand by me, little girl. You will stand by me. Here we go.
One for you here. We got our dancers up and moving around. We'll do one of our favorites, Ducks on the Milk Pond. dancing out there. Well, we're going to slow it back down. If anybody wants to line dance or two-step, this would be a great one for that. One of our favorites, an old Webb Pierce song called Honky Tonk. Get Chris over on the bass here.
Get your antlers back
Get
on
my other
again.
fiddle. All right, two-steppers, here we go. I got me a room in a cheap hotel. My head was spinning and I didn't feel well. I lay right down and tried to go to sleep, but the band kept playing in the joint underneath. I picked up my pillow and I covered up my head. The band kept playing and shaking my bed. Honky tonk, all night long. Honky tonk, the same old song. Honky tonk, my money's all gone. Honky tonk, she done me wrong. I turned and I tossed and I couldn't go to sleep, and the band kept playing with a honky tonk beat. Woo! I'm so blue, my baby's gone. She took all my money and she left me all alone. I'm trying to forget her, but I don't know what to do. The honky-tonk man keeps leaking through. I picked up my pillow and I covered up my head. The band kept playing and shaking my bed. Honky-tonk, all night long. Honky-tonk, the same old song. Honky tonk, my money's all gone. Honky tonk, she done me wrong. I turned and I tossed and I couldn't go to sleep, and the band kept playing with a honky tonk beat. Honky tonk, all night long. Honky tonk, the same old song. Honky tonk, my money's all gone. Honky tonk, she done me wrong. I turned and I tossed and I couldn't go to sleep, and the band kept playing with a honky tonk beat. All right, thanks for the great dancing out there. We appreciate it so much. Well, we're want to tell you about a couple things we got going on. Tonight, we're going to be playing at the Allegheny Jubilee up in Sparta, North Carolina. We'd love for you to come out and dance with us this evening. It's going to be kind of our Christmas dance show, so get ready to put some antlers on yourselves and prance around a little bit out on the dance floor up at the Allegheny Jubilee. And then tomorrow afternoon, we've got something real special that we're trying out. It'll be our very first, what we're going to call the Civil Sunday Concert Series. And so our band is going to be hosting different musicians in Sparta, North Carolina. And that'll be from 2 to 4 tomorrow over at that Jam House in downtown Sparta. And if you're not sure where that's at, it's right in front of Sparta Elementary School. There's a great historic house there. So that's from 2 to 4 o'clock tomorrow. And we will be hosting the Blue Ridge Girls. And that is a wonderful trio of musicians, just fantastic artists and musicians and singers, and they do all kinds of stuff. So if you haven't heard the Blue Ridge Girls, come on out and check them out. And if you have heard the Blue Ridge Girls, I'll bet you'll be there tomorrow, because they really put on a wonderful show. So come out and spend tomorrow afternoon with us from 2 to 4 up in Sparta, North Carolina, the Civil Sunday Concert Series. Do we have time for one more? All right, we're gonna do another fiddle tune for you here. And we'll do a little bit of Western country.
cycle passing by. I don't get on Susan and no notice reason why. Susan and a gal, you can't say you've changed her going Susan and a gal.
All right, great job, our special guest, Gab Civil. Time is 1 o'clock, so we'll take a real quick break for an updated look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with more music coming up with you today until 1:29 p.m. for the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. We'll be back right after this.
Some clouds moving in tonight, a little around 42, sunny on Sunday, 55 cool off and we'll be without rain for a long, long time. Slight chance on Sunday, a little less slight chance on Monday. Better chance for
Thank you so much, Brack. If you're just tuning in or just joining us, hey, you missed a lot of great old-time music today, but never fear, we have about 28 minutes or so left on today's program, so you've still got a chance to have some fun. I hear Lucas is getting up in open A. Is that right?
That's right. It takes you guys it just shows how fond of you we are that we're going to all these crazy special tunes. We've gone to AC sharp tuning.
All right.
Just so we can do a special dance tune for these amazing dancers that we've got out here today. It's one called Snowbird in the Ash Bank, one that we put on our Christmas CD. so much. Love to play that tune. And we're going to retune here real quick, get back in normal tuning, and we're going to slow it down for you for a real special tune. For us, this is a song that my grandmother wrote, and we did put it on a Christmas CD, and it's kind of a sad country song, and she was a wonderful songwriter. She passed away recently, and so I sure do miss her, and it'll be our first Christmas without her, so I'm a little bit, got that on my mind quite a bit. But this is a wonderful song that she wrote called Next Christmas. If I can get my fiddle in tune. We're almost there. There we go. If I don't get good tune, Kyle will give me a look that'll just chill you to the bone right there. So you don't want that to happen to you. It's happened to me several times. Alright, here we go. Next Christmas, song written by Ellen Brooks. Now when you pick out your Christmas tree, will you feel a little think about the types of trees that you and I would choose. When Christmas cards come to your house, I wonder who she'll be, whose name will be there in the space that once belonged to me. When next Christmas comes without me, I wonder how you'll be, and who will you spend Christmas with? Who will you think of me?
Merry Christmas,
Christmas gifts for the one who shares your bed. Just a fleeting moment, will you think of me instead? When next Christmas comes without me, be it white, please think of me a little, for I know I think of you. When next Christmas comes without me, I wonder how you'll be, and who will you spend Christmas with? Will you think of me?
mistaken when I say you also have a video to go with that song?
We're actually going to be releasing just a video made, kind of a home studio video. That'll be coming out next. We have a different video from that I released of my grandmother's song called "Soul Living On."
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, folks will have to check that out. I know it was a couple months ago when I saw it, so I thought, well, is that the song? I don't remember it being a Christmas song, but great job from our special guest, Gap Sybil. Can you do one more before we take another break? Would that be all right? Okay.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to pick things back up a little bit here and get everybody cheery again, hopefully, with a little bit of John Henry.
Sitting on his papa's knee, where he picked up a hammer and a piece of steel. Saying, hammer's gonna beat death of me, Lord, Lord, hammer's gonna beat death of me. Well, the captain said to John Henry, gonna bring that steam drill around, gonna bring that steam drill out on the job, gonna put that steel on down, Lord, Lord, put that steel on down. Well, John Henry said to the captain, Lord, a man ain't nothing but a man. But before I touch you, sing up in the air, die with a hammer in my hand. Lord, Lord, die with a hammer in my hand. Here we go. Well, the man who invented the steam drill, Lord, I thought he was mighty fine. Well, John Henry, he took 15 feet, and that steam drill it only made 9. Lord, Lord, steam drill it only made 9. Well, John Henry, he had a little baby. You could hold him in the palm of your hand. And the last word I ever heard that poor boy say, my daddy was a steel private man. Lord, Lord, my daddy was a steel private man.
All right, great dancing out there.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, it makes it, I was thinking when y'all was playing Fall on My Knees, and I'm thinking, I looked around at Levi, and I looked around at this couple that I don't know their names, but I think they come from Winston, and we're talking about, I wish to the Lord I'd never been born, and all of us are just grinning away. That's the gift of music, isn't it? So I was just thinking about that. I was like, wow, old-time music, it does something in your mind. I mean, the words is usually just silliness. But anyways, doing a great job, Gap Sybil. Now on a more serious note, I do need to tell you who's bringing you this portion of today's merry-go-round. And that is Mayberry Music Center right across the street here, located across the street from the Earl Theater. And locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. And James wants us to be sure that we invite you to stop in and check out their big selection of acoustic, also electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. And they always offer a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars. And you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They've also got strings as well as all types of accessories for your instrument. And they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And James wants us to be sure and remind you that if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by, just ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. You'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That's Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. And I do want to make mention of this. I know a lot of our listeners are concerned about James. He is in the hospital, but I think he's doing okay. I heard on Facebook yesterday that his son, Jeff Easter, had put out a video thanking people for their prayers, but asking them to continue to pray for James as he's in the hospital. He's in intensive care, but he's doing okay. And so continue your prayers, and please remember him and his wife Denise, and also their daughter Teresa in your prayers. Right now, back to more music from Gap Civil.
All right, we're going to slow it back down for another two-step that we love to do. Keep your hands down if you've ever been a fool in love. That's what I thought. This song is for all of you all. We're dedicated to each one of you.
Now and then there's a fool such as I.
All right, appreciate that two-stepping out there. Let's get back to another fast fiddle tune for you here. And gosh, time is just slipping by on us. We've got just time for a couple more. We're going to squeeze in just as many as we possibly can. Jenny says 3 more. All right, we're going to do it. Well, I'm real excited to play this next one. I love this fiddle tune. Played it a whole bunch over the summer, but the first time I ever heard it was right upstairs here at the Earl Theater. Henry Maid was playing it, and it's just a wonderful tune that he played. And he was is such a great fiddler. And so this is a tune called "Laughing Boy." Folks, well, remember what we said before about practicing songs on the stage? You're in for another one. Here we go. We're going to try this one out on you. We've been working on it. This is the song I've been nervous about the whole set, but we'll see what happens. Maybe there'll be a problem with the radio transmission if things go too bad. But anyway, we'll give it a try, and then Guys, if it goes really bad, we're just going to stop and go straight into breaking up Christmas as fast as we can. All right, but here's what we're working on. It's a lot of fun. If we don't get it right today, we'll get it right at some point in the future. You can come back and see it another time. One called the Sugarfoot Rag. Gonna get out my sycamore, shine up my shoes, meet my baby and tell her the news. I bet my bundle on a swayback nag. I came home a winner with plenty of swag. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot drag. Swing your honey to the sugarfoot rag. Now dig, little jig with a zig and a zag. Listen to the fiddle play the sugarfoot rag. Big jug of cider and a bottle of wine. One's for my honey and the other's mine. Sip on the cider and sip on the wine. Sip both together and have a big time. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot drag. Swing your honey to the sugarfoot rag. Now dig, little jig with a zig and a zag. The guitar picking at the sugarfoot rag. Spend my money and get on the drag. Swing my honey to the sugarfoot rag. Step right up and stomp on the floor. Swing up the middle with the shoe fly forward. 1 foot, 2 foot, slew foot drag. Swing your honey to the sugarfoot rag. Now dig, little jig with the zig and the zag. Listen to the fiddle play the sugarfoot rag.
Well, I thought y'all did pretty good on that one. That's a lot of words in it. So when they're fast, I guess it's hard to get all the words out.
Those guys started it off plenty fast for me. That was. But we.
Lucas, it's been a pleasure. I do want to tell everybody that they need to pick up your CD if they don't have one. I need one after I brought my money to get one after the program today. And be sure to request their Christmas music. We'll go to all Christmas format December the 10th. So be sure and request their Christmas music from Gap Civil. And right now, I've got time for one more. It's been a pleasure to be with you folks today. Let's give them another big round of applause. Gap Civil.
All right, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure for us to be with you here today. And remember, we're playing tonight at the Allegheny Jubilee. Come on out. And tomorrow, our very first Civil Sunday concert. Sparta, North Carolina. We're going to go out with a little follow suit from the first wonderful band and go out on a little Breaking Up Christmas.
Merry-Go-Round and all the folks here at the historic Earl Theater. This is Jeannie Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge.